everyone, Miss Clancy here, ready to read the next part of Beowulf and the Death Dragon of the Deep. So Beowulf had just been abandoned by all of his soldiers apart from one who had stayed by his side. Let's see how it's going to continue. Wiglaf did not hesitate now, disdaining all fear, and this was his first battle. The young lion threw up his wooden shield and strode through the battle smoke to his lord's side. Beloved and best Beowulf, I am here to help you. I shall defend you to the death, my king, as I have sworn to do. Just as he spoke, the death dragon attacked for a second time, seeking out both hated foemen with his blast of flame. In that billow of fire, the youngster's shield was burnt at once, reduced to cinders, and his mailed shirt was melted away in the heat as if it had simply never been there. So the young kingsman leapt in behind this old king's shield. New strength surged into Beowulf's heart as he saw now that he was not alone in this fight anymore. He sprang up once again from his behind his shield and struck at the fire-snorting snake with all his might. But his iron blade struck and snapped. That ancient sword of sternest steel, which had never before failed him in battle, failed him now, and left him at the mercy of the pitiless monster who came down upon him, now for the third time. Now was the demon dragon's chance, and he took it. Seething with war hatred, he opened his bitter jaws and seized the champion by the neck. The serpent's fangs bit deep into the flesh, and Beowulf's life-blood poured from him. Wiglaf, that young hero, was as good as his word. His courage did not fail him now. He summoned all his strength and sprang forward into the dragon's fire to defend his lord. Hands and head were burnt as he came through it, but he was not to be put off, this brave warrior. He would do his duty. Wiglaf did not aim for the scaly head of the beast, but instead went for the soft throat. Stabbing deep into it with his sword, I'll get there, year 4. A thrust so powerful that the dragon was forced to loosen his grip on Beowulf, so stunning in that fiery flow, was suddenly stemmed and staunched forever. Coming again into his senses, the great king sensed his moment, whipping out his battle-sharp dagger and drove it into the hilt of the dragon's body. So together the two heroes downed the dragon. They did not stop stabbing him until his end was made for him, till the last gasp of life, the last death breath that was over, and the monster was still. But for Beowulf, this was to be his last victory of so many, and he knew it already. The poison in his wounds was beginning to burn and swell inside him. He sat down heavily on a ledge of rock, knowing the shadow of his own death was upon him, feeling the fatal pain of it boiling in his chest. Wiglaf, ever attentive to his lord and friend, ever loyal, bathed in his bloodied king, unfastened his helmet, and did all he could to staunch the bleeding, to relieve his pain. But death he could not staunch. No one can. The fearless leader knew well now that this was the end of time, of all his earthly happiness. He had only one wish to fulfill before his life left him. He called Wiglaf closer, for his speech was thin now, his breath shortening. "Go now, dear friend," he said. "Go into the mound and find that death serpent's treasure hoard. I want to see it with my own eyes before I die. Those ancient jewels, your golden inheritance. Just once, I want to see it." Wiglaf did not hesitate to obey his lord. Bloodied and burnt as he was, he ran past the death hoard guardian and into the barrow, deep into that house of treasures, into the winged serpent's den of darkness. Many and magnificent were the marvels he found there, old tarnished relics of a vanished ancient race of warriors, piles of drinking cups and heaps of helmets and twisted torques, all of the most precious gold. No wonder his death dragon had fought so hard to keep it. And high above the horde there hung the battle standard of the tribe, woven entirely in gold, and that shone even in the gloom of the place, brightly enough even to light up the treasure below. Swiftly, for that he knew there was no little time to waste, Wiglaf gathered all he could carry out, golden cups and flagons, and the ancient battle standard too. Even burdened by his load of treasures, Wiglaf ran all the way back out of the tunnel. With every eager step he worried that his lord might have already died out there while he was gone. And when the brave Thane saw his leader, he seemed almost dead, barely breathing still, his eyes closed. Wiglaf sprinkled his face with cooling water, begging him to wake up and live. Okay, and we've got one short little bit left